con los inmigrantes, con los bombardeos en Siria, etcétera, etcétera. Adelante.
Acá está, va a contestar de una en una el profesor.
Well, I think that this is that's exactly exactly the kind of thing that I would like to think about in terms of this model, because the idea in Europe, or that the idea people have is, well, of course everybody should sympathize with these poor people in the Middle East, because we're human beings, and we should do that. But of course we know that empathy is very limited in terms of the way societies operate. And I think what we have now is a struggle in the collective emotions and the meanings in Europe as to whether Europeans will extend the circle of belief to people who don't share their ethnicity, their religion, and their skin color. And this is a giant challenge. So, basically, my understanding is that non-white, non-Christian immigrants have not been incorporated into Europe, not in the way that would make them full citizens. Instead, they've been generally ghettoized, especially on the continent of Europe. And so this creates the conditions, and the grounds have been, so there isn't a successful multiculturalism in Europe today. And this is the situation in which these immigrants are being, that's the situation they face. So there's a tremendous struggle. If you study this and you ask about what could expand the empathy, you might say that it's the wars in Libya and Syria, which are interpreted as gross violations of human rights, war crimes, and even genocide and Holocaust, and that if it's seen, if the experiences of the immigrants are seen in these generalized terms, that is something that will help or compel European countries, and clearly to accept immigrants and perhaps to incorporate them. And that's clearly been the case in Germany, where the reason why the conservative German prime minister has forced her country to accept so many immigrants is because Germany feels guilt for the Holocaust.